Kia ora. Tonight in this edition of City News, Tonga's King and Queen were welcomed to Rotorua this morning with a pōwhiri at Ohanamotu. Te Arawa River Iwi Trust enters into agreements to help the upper Waikato River water quality. And Rotorua Cricket has appointed a junior cricket board to re-energise the game. Those stories and more coming up next on City News. Tonga's King and Queen were welcomed to Rotorua this morning with a pōwhiri at Ohanamotu. King Tupou VI and Queen Nana Sapo'u are in the country to celebrate the 6th anniversary of the coronation of the Māori King Tuheitia. Te Arawa elder Toby Curtis says the King has an interest in Te Arawa business developments and wanted to learn more.
One of the purposes behind the request is that he is keen to know as much as he can about the growth of Tarawa economy and how Tarawa has managed to do so many things that have helped with not only the development of Rotorua but also the development of the country in terms of tourism. So today we have Matatu bringing them on to fit in with our protocol, and we have invited all the mayors from around the Wairiki Bay of Plenty region. There will be, as well as other important citizens that are contributing to the wealth and growth of our region, especially Rotorua.
King Tupou VI also visited Te Puia today and met with other Te Arawa tourism leaders. Te Arawa River Iwi Trust is to enter into separate agreements over the upper Waikato River with Rotorua District Council and Waikato Regional Council. The parties have recently finalised the agreements which are aimed at restoring and protecting the health and well-being of the river for present and future generations. Trust Chairman Roger Pikia says the river and waters that flow from it have provided sustenance to our marae and whānau for generations. But now the water quality is under threat and we must all work together to make it healthy again. The agreements require the Trust and the councils to work together on a number of matters that affect the water quality of the upper river and surrounding land. These include monitoring enforcement, planning issues, applications for resource consents and Māori customary activities. The Rotorua branch of the Multiple Sclerosis Society has started promoting the events taking place for next month's MS Awareness Week. Local organiser Vicky Simpson says in Rotorua a cake stall and information stand will be at the night market, and a dogathon is planned for Saturday the 8th of September at Hamarana Springs. She says the events are fun as people with MS want to live as normal life as possible.
I would like people to be aware of the fact that there's a lot of people out there who look perfectly normal. They may sound a little bit drunk, they may wobble a little bit, but there's a very good chance that if they sound a little bit drunk and they wobble a bit when they walk, they've probably got MS and they're getting on with their lives. So if you find somebody who's trying to pick up a box of washing powder off the shelf in a supermarket, for goodness sake, give them a hand.
And in sport tonight, Rotorua Cricket has appointed a junior cricket board. Development manager Dave Richardson says the new board will help re-energise the local cricket scene. Mr Richardson says the board is developing a new initiative for students in years 7 to 10 that will see the creation of a new competition.
Our plan is in term 4, these boys will receive coaching. They'll play in a meaningful competition on a Saturday morning at Board Park. And then in term 1 of next year, we're going to try and copy the rugby model of the Ty Mitchell.
Yes.
So one of my goals is that we'll have a really meaningful competition.
So create a tournament.
A tournament, yeah, that's done on a fortnightly basis where the students play in school time, so their peers at school get to see them play.
For more information, email info@rotoruacricket.co.nz. And a 2012 ITM Cup Rugby kicked off tonight with Hawke's Bay against Auckland. BOP Steamers get their first game on Saturday afternoon when they play Taranaki at the Mount. The first Steamers game in Rotorua is next Thursday the 29th when they play Otago at the International Stadium. Weather now brought to you by Trevor Robson Signs and Graphics Limited. Tonight it's fine with light winds, an overnight low of 1. Tomorrow Friday, fine with morning frosts and light winds, a high of 13 and a low of 1. The outlook for Saturday, fine with morning frosts, light winds, a high of 13 and a low of 4. Marine forecast for Lake Rotorua, variable 5 knots but northeast 10 knots for a time in the afternoon. Waves less than half a metre, mainly fine, possible afternoon or evening showers with fair visibility. And hey, don't forget, for program listings and other info, check out our website tvrotorua.co.nz. And still to come in tonight's program, I'm at the Trout Hatchery to talk with Fish and Game Officer Anthony Van Dorp. Alan Solomon finds out about the new play set to start at Shambles Theatre. And Wayne Douglas talks cricket with Dave Richardson.